Welcome back to the Brokey Budget Podcast, where we have not enough mics and not enough chairs.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just kidding. K-Squared Podcast with guests. We got Ghost, friends with Kyle, and we got Marcus, friends with Kyle. Anyway, this is about to be a fucking monstrosity, and I'm sorry, but we all hung out today and decided that somehow this was going to be a good idea.
And when we all hang out, it's never good.
No, it's not.
We're already up and running.
Why do we all go quiet for that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Anyways, so you two are new here. I don't know if you've listened to the podcast at all before.
Yes.
We talk a lot about news, current news from the week. Biggest thing from the week probably is the Pope died.
Probably, most likely,
Yeah. Died on Monday, which is crazy because Easter was Sunday.
Yeah.
Died Monday morning.
I'm still thinking he died Sunday, but they weren't willing to say.
If you go by our time zone, he did.
Oh, shit.
Because it was like 8 a.m. Monday morning, Vatican time.
So, probably. All right. But they weren't going to say that he died on Easter Sunday. That'd be fun.
That would be crazy. He is risen. He's dead.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Believe it or not, more plane crashes.
Yes, a local one this time.
Yes. Actually,
very local.
Within like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. Right over by the river, we had a medical helicopter go down in a training accident.
Yeah, allegedly, they went up, hit a tree, and then on the ground.
Yeah.
And fireball.
Fireball. Dun, 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 dun.
Dude, it's just started biting.
3 minutes in. So, you got a long way to go.
No help for you.
Only pain.
Why is Only Pain sound like the fucking fighting version of OnlyFans?
Round one. Fight. Finish him.
That's actually a good segue. Round one. We went to TopGolf to watch the Blues game today.
Yes. Here's round one.
It is round one. Went very well for the Blues. They've evened the series on a 5-1 win. We saw a stat during the game. The first two games, the Jets outscored the Blues 7-4. The last two games in St. Louis, the Blues outscored the Jets 12-3.
Holy fuck.
My God.
That's crazy. I think the stat, but still, it's still crazy.
It's still crazy to think about.
I like how they lost first game. They're like, we're home. 7-2, 5-1. Hold this L. It's like, damn.
And probably the Vezina Trophy winner, which is awarded to the best goalie in the league, Connor Hellebuyck, got pulled in both games.
Just true.
And he's probably going to receive Hart votes, which is the league's MVP, because no forward has been incredible this season. So, did he just throw away his Hart trophy for sure? He's probably still getting the Vezina regardless, but might have just thrown away his Hart trophy at least. Probably. So,
but what can you
do? Keep beating him.
Exactly.
Ideally.
Still got 2 more games to do?
Minimum.
So, yeah.
If either team wins both games, the series is over.
This guy.
He's gay, man.
This guy right here. Anyway.
That women's drive. Okay.
Oh, boy.
The sure thing.
The sure thing. Okay. So there's 2 of them. There's the shorter one and the taller one if you've been talking about.
The taller one's the male.
Yes.
The shorter one.
But now they don't have that anymore.
But yeah, it just says taller and then short.
Yeah.
It used to say men's and women's.
Yeah, I don't know why I changed that. Either way.
More inclusive.
Probably.
For people who cannot read.
I mean, Yeah.
Yeah. But
either way. So.
Let's just say the women's sure thing, it's a fucking unit.
Game changer, bro.
That thing is crazy.
Like, it started as a joke that we already started using, and like, we started, our game improved by a lot.
Yeah.
Well, TopGolf game, not golf game, because obviously it wouldn't help shit for golf game.
This is for people, if you are watching, that suck at golf and don't own their own clubs. The women's sure thing is insane.
Except for one.
Farm animal. Anyways.
Banana.
What are we on?
We picked the wrong episode. We picked the wrong episode to name it. Really hard.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, we all did get to choose people's clubs, and you guys chose the women's club for me, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. Man.
That's how we figured out how crazy
all
the club was.
You started sending them. You own your own clubs, right?
What?
You own your own clubs, right?
Yeah.
So you actually played golf.
Yeah.
And I played golf in high school.
Yeah.
None of us three have not.
Yeah, no. My dad has his own clubs that he never uses, so I've.
Has he ever played golf?
My uncle's big on golf,
okay.
So
Oh, God.
He had an extra set of clubs and just gave them to my dad. Is how I interpreted that, and he never uses them. So I'm like tempted to pick up golf, so I might just steal your clubs.
It's like, doesn't mind.
Well, why don't you just ask him one day? Talk golf. Ask him too.
Yeah, I might, because be cool to test out different clubs that are not theirs, because their clubs suck. They're so bad.
They're not great.
But no. I'm going to say this now. If that woman's club's there again.
Yeah. Forgot to throw the thing at the fucking camera.
That's the thing. That's pre-recording. That's not during the podcast.
Okay, you know what? Hey, you both messed it up. It's actually ting. Not the thing. The ting.
You need it.
You're fired.
You're part of the problem.
Yeah. We all share a brain cell.
There is no sharing. It's fighting over it.
All the problem is who's winning that fight.
Yeah, it's between us three. You're cooked.
You're just here for fun. And
he is the definition of Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
He's also that one person that just like stares at the wall for an hour. Just like, hey, what are you doing? I'm not here right now. I'm a pigeon.
Leave a voicemail at the beep. That's him in a nutshell.
Voicemail not received.
Literally.
Please call back in 5 minutes.
Can I set my voicemail up to do that? That would be.
Can or not?
I need to
type about that. Let us know.
Yeah, comment, because we literally haven't received a single one.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you guys want to talk about Gilmore Jr.?
Oh my god.
Creaming them over the fence at top.
And if you've been to TopGolf, you know how tall that fucking fence is.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Speaking of TopGolf, it is our favorite plot of land next to an interstate.
Yes. Definition of where TopGolf is.
Yes.
And train.
There's a train.
Also, can we just talk about real quick? I wasn't ready for how sad our game fucking turned. We were on an all-time high. We got some drinks in, got some food, played some golf, watched the Blues game. The Blues won. Everything's going great. And our bay host comes by and we're talking to her. And she said, oh, somebody got murdered on the corner last night.
Yeah.
by a car.
Yeah, they got ran over.
Yeah, that corner over there is like,
what?
What?
She was like, yeah, we all saw it happen. I'm like, what?
Why are you telling me this?
And then it's like traumatized for the rest of your life. She's like,
PTSD, kids.
Yeah.
Gotta love a daily dose of trauma.
And to top it all off, as we were leaving, there were people like a news van in the parking lot across the street.
yeah.
You know that's about.
It's probably filming for that.
I was saying, I seen the cameras posted up too.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is where he died. What?
That was insane. That's after we were.
That's when we were
trying
leaving.
that's after we were trying to find the each of those shots.
Yeah.
That was insane.
We should have walked the fence to try to find his shanked balls that cleared.
Should have.
You know where it went? In that Prius's window.
I mean, that's
Or
not,
the Tesla.
That's not a loss either way.
Well, no, for that driver.
That sucks for them. They
And
got the
then,
money.
to round out our day, it ended really shit because we saw a Cybertruck.
Fuck. Yeah, we did.
Damn it!
Cyber dumpster.
Cyber dumpster.
He always calls it that, bro.
Cyber dumpster.
That's the new one. Print it on a shirt.
Yeah, I mean, the guy in the corner put on a shirt, but anyways.
Yeah.
That's what. Dude, that
was like,
Too soon. Too soon.
a little bit.
Too soon.
missing.
Missing in AO. No, he's definitely dead.
No, missing in combat action. He was car one.
Also,
Car one.
he's definitely not on a
Car
shirt. He's
one.
definitely on a hood.
AO. That's not even okay.
And then picture in the background of a coffin. It's like,
What? Oh boy. If you want to know what that was, definitely go YouTube first.
Well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to censor that. That can't be shown. That's not okay. Okay.
you can't know.
It's a joke.
Eat a joke. That's what I do for a living, is tell jokes.
Literally.
Widowy.
My whole life is a joke. Anyways.
Anyway.
Dear God.
What?
Should have been my yearbook quote.
I don't know what it is.
Every time
I think we did.
I look over at Kyle, it just reminds me of like snow. With your fingers.
I'm thinking.
The worst part is him as cat.
I know.
Like, this makes the whole going on. Like,
And also on top of that, he wants
yeah.
Want a capybara.
Oh my God.
I hope
That's fucking crazy, bro.
No way. No. Oh, no. He like leaned to it too and just oh my God. That was crazy.
Broken.
Jesus.
Oh my
Christ,
Lord.
What are we doing?
Oh my.
I feel better though.
I don't know how. You should feel pretty fucking paralyzed right now. Oh my God.
Jesus.
That was insane.
Try to clip.
Oh my God.
I feel a lot better with that.
First guest on the show when this happened.
Only the headphone users anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah, pretty much.
Easily the best part about TopGolf, though, was the fact that we were sober. All four of us were completely sober and just started screaming random shit at each other. It was so funny.
We were probably this close to getting the like at least two bays next to us into play on it.
I know.
Like they're real close.
The bay right next to us was probably like the closest to jumping in on it.
Oh, he almost did, especially when it's the watermelon. Watermelon. It's like what?
Oh my God!
Just the most random off the wall shit was said, and just the most. It's just so funny, and we were all stone cold sober.
Oh yeah,
but
because we drank before the game even started, so
right. I mean, it's not.
That was it. We got drinks probably around 11:30 to 11:45. The game wasn't over till 2:45, And we didn't start shouting at each other until probably 4:30.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it wasn't. There's no alcohol. Alcohol wasn't involved in that. It was just us being stupid.
Yeah. Kind of like this.
Right? I think my favorite one is when he's like, Buzz, look an alien.
Buzz, look an alien.
That was a good one. I cooked on that one.
That was great. Because I just came back to the bank too when he.
Oh man!
Oh my God.
I just remembered a good one, but I can't say it on here.
Oh, yeah. He is coming up with them as he just sits here and talks. And he's like,
No, I think
I'm chefing
No,
for
he's
next time.
plotting them.
Yeah, I'm
He's
plotting,
hoping to write them
plotting
down.
them for next time.
oh, God.
He's hoping to write them down.
there's a whole storage file in his head that's only stuff in yellow while you're in your backswing.
For context, it is the one that we had to censor a while ago.
Oh shit! Yeah,
That would have been a good one.
that would have been really.
Probably at him the most.
It'd work. It'd work. I'm telling you that right now.
Are you sure it would work on me and not Mr. Him?
He wouldn't get it.
Oh, God.
So it would work on you because you were doing really good. And it would work on you because you were here when it happened.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah, no.
We're already towing the line the way it is.
Yeah.
From earlier, he's fine.
I mean, I have to say my favorite golfer, like from TopGolf, is him, Kyle.
Why?
Because how he stands and how he hits the ball, he just like, oh,
This is the only man I've ever seen chip with a driver.
But hey,
Just
Yeah.
for context.
consistent. Okay.
It does work.
I beat at every round, so.
That is true.
Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah, he
But-
has beat us.
It was also a lot of fun because we were cooking up new ideas while we were there of how to change the game. We blocked off targets that people couldn't go for. We had to pick each other's clubs to use.
There was a point. Oh my goodness!
Sandwich on Marcus.
Oh my
He
God!
was swinging for the fence the whole time.
With a sandwich, by the way.
He's
No,
like,
no, sandwich.
No, you were.
No, you were.
Yeah, you were.
So we're on. So context. We're on the second floor of 3. He hits this straight up through the 3rd floor net,
Yeah.
and then back down into a fucking goal.
Dude, imagine if somebody was directly above us. They're just like, what the hell?
Well, I was going to say this. When he was up with the sandwich, somebody, when he went to go hit, a dude hit from underneath and it came up the net and went back down. I was like,
Hi, ball.
Mother, are you here?
Hail.
The other way.
Backwards hail.
Yes.
That was. That's probably the craziest shot we had. Besides the fact he was over here, damn near hit it off over the fence.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how tall that fence is, but it's not short.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
I mean, it's.
He hit 4 out.
I mean, shit. How tall do you think that fence is? Full, man, all the way out.
No, not at that angle.
Not the
It's
angle.
a straight.
The
Just a
way it's
straight
not
part?
straight. I mean, obviously,
7,500 feet.
at least.
I'm going to say maybe like 100 feet.
Let's say probably 1 to 120. So it's up
It's very tall.
there.
And this guy over here.
And he's over here just.
Yeah, I know they're going to the back fence.
The only. Yeah, that's one or the other.
Cars in the side parking lot were in danger.
People that walk across the bridge, they're in danger
Oh, yeah.
when they get hit by him.
I was just waiting for him to hit one. Next thing I see so much. Damn. It's like, we gotta go like now.
Okay, bye.
We got an hour left. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Can I have my check, please? I'm leaving. I don't know these people.
Wayne,
Yes,
across the river.
But luckily that never happened. So.
This time.
next time.
I mean, I do have to say, sometimes when I watch you golf, like, I know you don't see it, but like when we went last time a few times,
What?
you always stuck out your legs up. Like when you were golfing, like
Front leg or back leg?
your front leg.
So it's
You would-
something
you would-
like
you would-
this?
Yeah, you would go up like this if you were playing baseball.
Well, the reason I ask is because you're showing your right leg, and that would be my back leg. So that's why I was confused.
Oh, so to be sitting like this.
So like when you would swing the club, you would go with the front leg. You would go up a little bit. So I was like, "What are we doing? Playing baseball?" Because maybe I thought maybe you played baseball.
I did play baseball growing up, so
That's probably why I was like. That's why I kept watching you do it. I was like, "Is he
Is it from baseball or
Yeah, probably then.
what?
I just never pay attention.
No, I did because
To be
I was just like, is that a new golf technique? Am I not learning something here? What am I forgetting?
Bryson DeChambeau taught me.
Too bad you can't do that to go for it. They do not allow it.
Yeah, no.
But if he could, he would be the
That bridge would really be in danger.
So the camera on the building, I guarantee you.
Probably.
The one on top of the building with that whole white camera.
Because he's cleared the back fence at Chesterfield.
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah, no, he did. Straight up.
Yes.
Because that's the time that we were there for, what, 8 hours?
Like almost 6 hours.
It was crazy.
But he cleared the back fence once and the side fence like 4 times, and they said, you need to knock it off.
No, I thought
Because he was well, they were, but he was trying to compete with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because that's when he was asking them, like, how do you do that?
Yeah, because all of a sudden they're just banging these things like I think I've seen one time it was trying to like 202 mile an hour, which is fucking way.
Yeah.
They got fast more.
So, you know, I actually forgot all about Chesterfield. Wow.
Well, Chesterfield's not good.
No. Their fence to me is like, you can power hit that thing and it just goes.
Well, the other
I
issue,
think they're all the same size fence.
I think they're all the same size fence, but I think the problem in Chesterfield was we were on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, because we were.
So you're
already up higher.
Yeah, if I was on the 3rd floor,
you'd probably quit.
I'd be clear on
And then we would probably get yelled at by the people.
You can't do that.
them. I'll tell them womp womp.
Well, yeah, guess what? They'll tell you.
Get out.
No, they'll be like, you're bad.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the truck. Out.
Chesterfield just doesn't have the the St. Louis one has the screening like right.
Chesterfield does.
Yeah, good.
No, they were there. You just don't remember it.
No, yeah,
they have a panel there. It shouldn't be how far it was, but they have a screen. You can wipe.
They did.
No.
Because I thought it was the same thing.
That's why I don't like going to Chesterfield. You turn around and watch.
No,
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Got it. Yeah, where the screen. Okay, got it.
No.
So the screen at St. Louis, shows your shot. The screen at Chesterfield is how far the course is.
Yeah, there's no screen.
How far each target is. Yeah, it's a panel that shows
the range,
the distance of each target.
Oh, yeah, because we had always
you got to always turn around and look at the screen behind you.
That's right. I do remember that now.
Which is not ideal. I mean, I guess they could upgrade it. I don't know why they couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, but and also it's just close.
Yeah.
Is the main thing.
It saves us probably 25 minutes.
At least. I mean, they're not very far away, to be honest.
Right, but you got to take 64 all the way across.
According to TopGolf website, they're both.
What?
One is at St. Louis, Chesterfield, St. Louis. Let me sing.
But it's very rare that you don't find a TopGolf in the city.
Yeah, most of them are kind of
out in the suburbs.
Middle of nowhere, next to interstate.
Yes.
And the way that he drives, Jesus, you'll be there like
Light foot.
Yeah.
Speed limit's a suggestion.
It is.
Oh no, there's a cop around there.
This dude is literally the definition. He just reminded me. You saying that is the definition of him driving. The fucking Indian guy that's memed everywhere right now.
Which one?
Only illegal when police there. Oh. If police not there, Habibi, everything legal.
Wrong though.
That's what that reminded me of just now.
You ever been to fucking Texas? Fuck yeah, it is.
I have been to Texas.
Speed limit 80? Nah, we all doing 100.
Yes.
Fuck you, that's why.
Also, Atlanta.
We don't talk about Atlanta.
Atlanta's speed limits don't exist.
You know why they don't exist? You're doing like 5 miles an hour, you're always fuck traffic.
No, you're not.
Every time I've ever been through Atlanta, there's been a traffic jam. Every fucking time. Story
time. I was 8 years old on my way to an Atlanta Thrashers game.
Oh boy.
Where the Leafs blew a lead, which was hilarious in itself because they are notorious for it. Before the Thrashers moved to Winnipeg and became the Jets.
Good.
and my mom was driving. I looked over. Everybody's passing us, so my mom's like trying to keep up with the flow of traffic. I look over, 95.
Nice.
Like, Mom, you should probably slow down a little bit.
I'm following the fucking traffic.
She's like, oh, man, like, I'm going really fast. And then out of nowhere, cop, right side. No lights, no nothing. He had to be doing 120.
Bro, that's literally how it was in Texas.
Had to be. And I'm telling you,
the cops are doing faster than people are.
I'm telling you, everybody in Atlanta does 100 miles an hour.
All I'm gonna say is
at least in 2008, everybody did 100 miles an hour.
Anything slower, you're going backwards.
Pretty much.
Hey, at least, I was thinking that Germans did it right. Autobahn's the best fucking idea ever.
Yes. Did they not talk about taking that away?
I think there was a small talk that ever.
Just no.
Just no. I mean, but there was talks about maybe doing one here. Believe it or not, Texas.
Shocker. I'm waiting on that high-speed rail thing that they said they were doing.
I don't know if they're doing that. No.
It was like, it was a proposal.
There's no news.
Well, I know there was a proposal a long time ago. My mom was still alive when this proposal was first placed. But it was high-speed rail, and you're in like a cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's operated by magnets. And the train is like, it's almost like a tube system.
Tube train.
It's like the tube system in London.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get from St. Louis to Kansas City in like an hour was the projected time.
Is this underground?
No. It was above ground on like it's got like it's got
magnetic tracks.
It's not even magnetic tracks. It was elevated off the ground by maybe like a foot or two.
Tracks, right?
And then it was in a cylinder. It was like a
tube.
tube.
So you'd go man.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be the trains could do like 250, 300 miles an hour. And the projection was literally to get from St. Louis to Kansas City in under an hour.
So what's the difference between that and a plane? The planes are doing what? Cruising, what's cruise speed of a plane?
Depends what plane.
Normally 737.
Probably 4 or something.
430 or something.
Yeah, probably 4 something.
So is this train supposed to be like the fastest train then? Like a bullet train?
It's supposed to be similar to a bullet train, and the whole point of it was to open up a ton of job opportunities, not only to work for the rail company, but people from St. Louis could take jobs in Kansas City and then take the train. And you'd be there in an hour to get ready for work.
I mean, the good thing is once you get on the outside of St. Louis, it's all fucking farmland, so
exactly
doesn't matter.
And it was supposed to be
what?
So all you see is corn.
Oh,
yeah, but
if you look to your right, corn. Go to your left, soybeans.
Yeah.
Look back to your right, more corn.
Yeah.
but welcome to the Midwest, anyways.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be. They were starting out with different routes in certain places, and eventually make it to where all the major cities are connected. Kind of like how Amtrak is.
Except Amtrak can only do 80.
Yeah.
You know, that actually would be kind of...
Or I think they can do 80 to 100.
Yeah, but if that did become a thing, like Amtrak would not exist.
No.
Unless it's like the cheaper version of whatever that thing is.
It won't be cheap.
Yeah, doing 300 miles an hour. Fuck no, it's not going to be cheap.
That's going to be a lot.
I actually talk about 300.
Concorde did fucking Mach 2 and that shit wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
And that was back in the fucking...
right.
Back way back.
Talking about 300 miles an hour. I just seen so many other things like either Friday or Saturday qualifying for NHRA.
Yes.
Randy Forth broke home and just went 341.
Damn.
In a dragster.
That's insane.
Really? I think it's the second fastest in NHRA history because the first fastest is Bob Taskett in a funny car at 342.
Damn. So close.
But it's their same engine, and
yeah.
Driveline's a little bit different, obviously, because one, the engine placement, and the cars are completely different, if you know anything about it. Because one's a like rail top field car, and one's a funny car, so it's aerodynamics is bullshit.
Yeah.
And track conditions, all that other shit. But,
right.
I remember when 330 wasn't too hard to beat.
Right.
Now we're plus 340.
Yeah.
And 1,000 foot. 0 to 340 mile an hour in a quarter mile.
Jesus.
You know, I need that question for both of you. I never asked. What is your favorite car? Any car, any vehicle.
We'll throw you in on this. Favorite car? Favorite car?
And I'm guessing money's not an object, right? It's not.
No.
Okay.
No price limit.
No price limit.
I mean, whoever's got an answer first can fire away.
Lamborghini.
Really?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
There's one thing.
I've always wanted to drive one. I mean, a man, I don't say it.
Basic bitch. Well, wait. What Lamborghini though? Just any of them, or a certain one?
Any of them, I don't care.
Get him a Urus.
Probably not that. Good old fucking Lamborghini Urus.
I'm just saying, I would like to drive a Lamborghini, but if I had to really choose a car, I'd probably go with the 1973 GT Mustang.
That's a pretty solid option.
With stick.
Yes.
Oh, manual.
The
thing is
just
hey, Tyler, would you go manual or would you go automatic for your car?
Well,
I think we would all prefer manual, but they're really getting away from it.
Really
Yeah, I know.
There's certain cars you just couldn't do manual.
Right.
How fast, how much power they have.
Yeah.
That's probably where our answers are going to be.
I was going to go with probably a 1-to-1. Koenigsegg 1-to-1.
That's a solid option.
Thing is fucking stupid fast.
Yeah, but it is.
I mean, it's literally 1 horsepower per 1 kilogram because, European cars. Anyway, what the fuck is a kilometer? What's that?
You fucked it. You should have said the fuck's a kilogram.
That works too. But isn't it? What's the top speed again? I
think it's like 280
thought
something.
it was closer to 3.
That wasn't the one to hit 3.
No, it was
The Chiron Supersport was the first one to hit 3. Because they literally called it 300 plus.
Yeah, but Bugatti is
Basic.
It's like
Bugatti is basic. Fuck the maintenance cost.
yeah.
You want a set of tires? You got to buy.
Literally cheaper to buy and maintain a fucking Koenigsegg than it is to buy and maintain a fucking
exactly.
Bugatti.
And it's stupid because say you get a nail in your tire, you can't buy one. You have to buy a set of 4, $58,000.
Oh yeah.
No.
For 4 tires.
Yeah, I know.
No, thank you.
I mean,
on that note, Bugatti Chiron. No, not at all.
I mean, Land was pretty decent. So
yeah,
I'm just saying. Usually, everyone's like, "Oh, dream car." Land is like,
no, my dream car is now.
Yeah.
So that's
I feel like yours is going to be some rusty ass. Oh, be ready. It's going to be like a fucking 1500 from like 85 or some shit, dude.
K1500.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I'm just taking old Dodge Charger.
One box. Well, problem is I have like 3 or 4 different ones there.
Would you?
Yeah.
Would you take your dad's car? The banana?
I would, but it's not like my dream car. That's his dream car. A mid-engine Corvette. The yellow is just like a bonus. How ridiculous he is and flashy and everything he is.
What about the silver one?
That was supposed to be sold and it didn't happen. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, the timing of delivery with the ZR1 announcement really fucked him over.
Yeah, what's the ZR1?
Yeah. Still waiting on a lap time. At GM.
At Corvette. We're the fucking never doing lap time.
Fuckers. Anyways.
Smee will get over before he do.
Probably will. Newer, I would probably say would be between a McLaren Speedtail and a Pagani Huayra.
Mm-hmm.
Older one, a 63 split window Corvette.
Yeah. I see that.
Love a 63.
You said that. I'm immediately away from being like McLaren Speedtail. Like, I was waiting for it. Because like,
yeah. which is hilarious because I fucking hated that car when it came out. I saw it and I'm like, front wheels are ugly. The fucking why is it so fucking long? And then I'm just like, I saw the interior and I'm like, who gives a shit?
Who cares?
That's dumb.
That's dummy.
The biggest reason why I like the Speedtail's interior and why I would love to have one is there's 3 seats, driver in the middle, and your start stop button is on the ceiling like a plane, which is sick.
Just moving 4 flights there.
Yeah, I swear to God I would. Swear to God I would.
I can see them do like a steering wheel.
Just get a yoke. And then there's 2 passenger seats behind the driver.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the one that's centered.
Yeah.
I'll be asking for a refund.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
And
You can buy a car with no passenger seats.
Oh god.
you could probably buy a Koenigsegg Gemera without a backseat.
Yeah, I was like, you can buy a Neo 170 with no.
You know what car I need?
What is it, like $1?
To put the seats back in the dollar.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I need?
Stop.
If I just need one seat with the original Batmobile. That's fair.
That's valid.
Then I'll have to.
That reminds me of the Grand Tour episode. Which seat comes standard? Oh shit! But they had a whole Detroit.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
The deal
Racing in
was
Detroit.
the Camaro Hennessy
Z01 thing. Yeah.
The demon.
Yeah. Pussy. There's a crowd.
The one of the things like that comes standard with one seat, and then Jimmy was like, "Which seat comes standard?"
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Our favorite guy, Chris in Cars, right, Rob?
Right, Rob.
He was at some auto show the other day, and they had Corvette brought a Stingray, an E-Ray, a Z06, and a ZR1.
Nice.
And he was like, ZR1, blue wheels, blue pinstripe on a Chris and Car spec. Weird. And for reference, Chris and Car spec, for anybody who hasn't seen him, is black on black.
Black on black. Solid combo.
Black exterior, black interior. But then it had blue wheels and blue stripes,
Yeah, probably.
which was very strange to see.
Those are my
Didn't hate it, though.
Really?
No.
That's, good thing.
Which is funny coming from me, who hates the fucking racing stripes on the 8th gen Corvette.
That's fair. Race stripes are a required taste for sure.
Well, I grew up liking them because I remember the first car I remember seeing them on was a Mustang, and they're very bold and they're like spread out. These are very thin and they're right next to each other. I'm like, ugh.
I like them all Mustangs.
Yeah.
They only work in certain cars.
Yes,
Yeah.
They kind of yellow.
Yeah.
Mainly
2020 to 2023 Corvette. Yes. 24 and on. No. Because they changed the shade of yellow.
Yellow.
The new yellow sucks. Banana. The new, you think my dad's car is a banana. The new yellow is like St. Louis Blues yellow. It's disgusting. It's so nasty.
Only color worse than that. Cacti.
2024 only. Doesn't exist anymore. Replaced it with purple.
I was gonna say that fucking that.
Motherfucker says, I feel purple.
That weird.
Huh?
That weird like green did for a while. Like,
Yeah.
That was not great.
You know,
Not the kind of the other weird green they're dealing with. They even did on the Camaros as well.
you know what I would want?
Shock?
Yeah, shotgun.
Shock was nasty. That's what we thought the Accelerate Yellow was going to be. And that's why originally we were like, yeah, not going to happen. That's why we were set on orange for so long.
Yeah. You know what color I would love to see on your dad's car? The chameleon paint shock.
Oh, word.
He has a motorcycle that's that paint.
Does he
Yeah.
really?
And the old mailbox used to be that paint.
Yep. Before he changed it.
Yep.
I
Now it matches the Corvette.
Who would have guessed?
Shocker
Shocker.
to absolutely no one.
Making
And-
full personality.
And for reference, we live in a very small town, so
It's true.
everybody in the neighborhood saw him taking up the mailbox, and they're like, "What are you doing? That's been a landmark for like 10 years." It's like it's getting replaced with something better. Bam. Corvette.
Corvette. Yeah.
What happened to that guy, by the way? We always joke about Fetty Wap. He dropped Corvette, and
Gone.
I'm
See ya.
retired. What happened?
Fucking.
That went nice.
I guess now we're on music.
We did talk about Coachella last weekend.
Yeah.
They actually did it right this year,
I'll do that for once.
and they did Stagecoach back to back. So they didn't have to tear it all down and then rebuild it again.
That's General and Sabrina working on a song. It comes out
Yes.
this Friday, right?
Yes, one of my favorite artists as of late, Alex Warren, got invited on stage before we go. It was cool, really cool.
Yeah, I bet you guys are pumped for your concert. Aren't you?
Oh yes, I'm hyped. Yeah.
So,
Should be 16 days.
something like
2 weeks and 2 days. Tuesday night.
that.
But
Oh well, we can do it.
yeah,
I think we concerts like that.
Just hope we don't fall through the hole again.
oh my god, oh my god. Post Malone is last. So Post Malone is honestly, he is probably going to get fined by Busch Stadium because the last time he performed at St. Louis, the last tour he was on, he was at the Blues Stadium, and he was doing an acoustic part of the show, and they take his guitars down under the stage. The stage never came back up, and it was dark, and he ate shit. He fell, hit his ribs like right where the stage is level, and he fucking like laughed it off. Security came and checked on him. He kind of left. They checked him out. He came back like everything was good. Did 4 more songs, and that was it.
And then
Had to go to the hospital. The next night, he performed in Columbus, and he comes out, and he's flipping the stage off right where the hole is. He's like, "Fuck you!" It's funny.
What is it?
But he apologized to the people who went to the show and said, "Next time we're in town, we're doing a 2-hour set to make up for the missed songs. This is next time."
Yeah.
So
Gonna be
That poor hole.
the hole's getting absolutely roasted.
Speaking of getting fined, I think I talked to you about it. No, I didn't. I talked to somebody at work about it. Fine. Getting fined, like you have to pay money.
Oh no, you didn't tell me you told somebody else.
Fluffy, our favorite comedian,
Okay.
did a show at Dodger Stadium a while ago, and he said he was there till like 3:30 in the morning, and I think he said he got fined something like $10,000 every 10 minutes or something stupid. He stayed late. It was a ridiculous amount of money for like every certain amount of time, and he just kept staying there. And he's just like, I sold out Dodger Stadium, and this is like the city I'm from, so I'm gonna stay here. He's like, and if I didn't get like escorted out, I probably would have slept like on the field. Like, might as well.
Send it, bud.
So right,
So they
yeah, he had to pay like I think a couple $100,000 to the Dodgers because he stayed so late.
They do, dude. Everyone does that shit.
Oh yeah, I know that.
There's artists who run like sometimes 5 minutes over set and they have to pay. It sucks.
It's I don't know why it's like a time limit. Like a sound ordinance thing or what.
I don't even think it would. For outside things, it might be sound ordinance, but inside that shouldn't matter.
Well, I know you guys are talking about music. Which one is it? Slash.
The police.
No, Slash. No, Slash. He's actually a guitar player.
The police.
Slash is?
Yeah.
I thought it was Guns N' Roses that he was part of.
I don't. He maybe.
Did you guys know that he's actually banned from St. Louis?
Why?
I did not know that.
Something happened on tour, and I don't know. He just ended up getting banned from the. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Well, fair enough, I guess.
He's on Snoop's new album. It came out a while ago.
Slash?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Something like that.
He also guest starred in a Phineas and Ferb movie.
Huh?
From back in the day.
They did just bring it back.
What?
Phineas and Ferb. Disney Plus. Brand new season.
Yeah, brand new.
The creators are making it again.
Wow, that was off for a long while.
Yeah, that was a long time.
It was probably 10 years, maybe a little less.
I wonder what made them bring them back.
The demand, probably.
Probably.
Plus, as Disney Plus has come back, a lot of people go back and watch the shows they watched when they were growing up.
Yeah.
So it's probably just the demand. It's like we, mostly us three, grew up with Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
You probably did a little bit.
I was 14.
Yeah. So yeah, all four of us did. Yeah, all four of us grew up with Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
So it's probably the demand of our generation that go on Disney Plus, and it's like, oh my god, this show used to slap.
Yeah. Because once it quit going off once it got off the air, I was pretty sad as a kid because I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
Oh yeah.
That show was my favorite, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, from Disney movies, it was nothing but VHS, Toy Story, all that stuff. Before
Toy Story's a cult classic.
Toy Story 5's coming out.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Next year.
Oh,
Maybe the end of this year.
Oh no, another sequel.
Shrek 5's also coming out.
Disney can't do anything but sequels.
Okay, but you also have to think about that too.
So it's stupid. Hollywood, the whole system of Hollywood pisses me off.
Okay.
Everybody bitches that they have no original ideas and they only do sequels. So then they do an original idea. This shit sucks.
Okay, I mean, no, but see,
what
do you want?
That's what I was going to say. Look at that. Look at Star Wars. Star Wars, they keep making.
Well, Star Wars,
nothing. War sequels. It doesn't even talk
Star
about
Wars is on what? 12?
Yeah, but Star Wars has such a cult following now that you can't get away with some shit.
Well, no, but Star Wars hasn't been shit since 4, 5, and 6, which were the first fucking 3.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to.
Also,
1, 2, and 3 were ass.
Also, good luck figuring out the goddamn order, by the way.
Well, actually, it goes.
It was 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
And went Hope, Return of the Jedi. No, wait. Emperor Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Phantom Menace, The Attack of the Clones, The Revenge of the Sith, and then it goes off to newer ones.
Like Clone Wars shit.
Yeah. Well, the Clone Wars were...
Well, this is different, like a spin-off.
Yeah, no, the Clone Wars were about... Basically, it was about Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, and then you get, the new characters, and you're like, where are you guys from? Who do you belong to? And then now they're coming out with another Star Wars movie that doesn't have nothing to do with the originals.
Anyways, R2-D2 is my spirit animal.
What? I was going to say, I could probably see you more as Chewbacca.
I wish I could do the noise.
That's the best I can do it.
Yeah.
I can't either. I'm not even attempt it.
I mean, his Ewok.
No. It's crazy.
You'd be like a cute little teddy bear.
No.
I just gave you the cutest thing in the whole movie.
Baby Yoda's his spirit animal, for sure.
You mean Dora? Or Gorgo? That's what his name is.
Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgu.
I mean, out of anybody, what about him?
That's like a weird energy drink, by the way.
Huh?
Gorgu sounds like a weird energy drink.
It really does.
So what would his be then?
Sounds like a probiotic. like that bloom shit that just came out. Yeah. This guy.
Same one.
No. Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, probably.
You want to go with?
Jabba the Hutt. I'm guessing. I mean, I already know what I'd be. I'd be like a Sith.
Oh, no. Based off of today,
Yeah.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. Asshole that can't aim.
Yeah.
Asshole that can't aim and can't shoot.
Yeah.
Or reload.
He can shoot and reload pretty good.
They can shoot real great. They just can't aim at shit.
Yeah.
They can't hit their fucking targets.
That's literally him.
Me personally, I'd be a Sith.
I see that.
I wouldn't be like Palpatine. Tickle fingers.
He
died. Yeah, he died at the age. Yeah, he died at the age of 94. That's why, like,
good life.
Like, what? That's like when people went to the movie theaters.
Yeah,
they were there because they went there to go watch the Revenge of the Sith because Palpatine was part of it, or the actor was.
They had like a showing for I think a night. Showing for your run of it.
I mean, I saw it. That's how I figured it out.
What did you see on TikTok?
literally.
You know, actually,
Only for the next like 67 days.
Well, no, see, that's the thing.
They must not have to.
Well, see, that's the thing. Everybody keeps talking about TikTok's supposed to get shut down, but it's
According to the law.
It's in the lifestyle.
Honestly, send the FBI because I'm keeping TikTok.
Well, see, this is what I think they should do with TikTok. For like, you know, most of the kids that are underage, I think they should like do like
there should be a better age.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Speak of shit that got banned that's coming back. Flappy Bird. Somebody bought the rights to it. And they're redoing it.
Yeah, more people are doing it.
More people microwaving phones and running them over. Hell yes. More rage everywhere.
Mother, I crave violence.
You want to talk about rage bait? OG rage bait. Flappy Bird.
Facts.
That shit's crazy, bro. You play Flappy Bird?
Once.
Jesus. I did once.
The worst shit in the fucking world with that game was when you set a high score of like 500 and something, and then your next round you got like 7.
There's no consistency at all.
Oh, but it also sucked playing the game back in the day because you would get so far along, and then eventually it would be like top of the screen, bottom of the screen, top of the screen, bottom of the screen, and you just eventually fuck up because you can't keep up.
Yeah,
it's just like what the fuck?
Because there's a little bit just kind of like wherever, and then all of a sudden it's like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I actually
looks like me when I'm hooked into a heart rate monitor.
You know, I actually do have a question for you guys. What was your favorite video game growing up? I mean, I had mine. My favorite video game was from Nintendo 64. It was 007.
Solid.
Favorite or best?
Favorite.
Okay.
It could be like, you know, PlayStation, Atari, Nintendo. So, yeah.
I have to go with where I started on PS2. For not being a main battle game,
It is a solid.
I wasn't really inside. Lost. You got us iPad kids.
What was your favorite game with the kid? Medieval sword fighting with sticks.
I'll throw it back, dude. Fucking NHL Slapshot on the Wii was insane.
That's what you say, Wii Sports.
No, you had to hook a Wii controller and a nunchuck into like a hockey stick attachment and play the game.
No, I forgot what they used to do. A lot of attachments for Wii. Like Wii was crazy for a while.
Now, like favorite games, like best games ever, I would have to say Nintendo 64, Majora's Mask.
Let's cause a whole argument. The best video game ever? That's what you think?
Well, for my time,
best video game you've played.
Yeah, that'd be it. Majora's Mask for Nintendo 64.
I want to hear where this goes, Mr. Conference. No, good.
No, you first.
You started this bullshit. Go for it.
Pac-Man, Atari.
Oh, yay.
What the fuck?
I can say that because that's my generation too. Growing up, yay.
I mean, it's definitely OG game.
Pac-Man, Atari was so fun.
Sorry, brain gaps. Game.
Actually, no.
That and pole position, both on the Atari.
The best game on Atari is where a little ball went ding, 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 ding.
Pong.
Yeah, that game.
Pong is an elite game, dude. That has stood the test of time.
Honestly, probably best game ever.
Yes.
No, best game ever. Snake on the Nokia brick.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Best thing ever, dude.
Actually, wait a minute. Best game growing up would have to be Earthworm Jim for Sega.
Damn. Going way back.
Or Mario.
Or more.
For Nintendo.
I mean, yeah, Mario's.
And then there's this guy.
Mario's
I just
solid.
play in mud.
No, this guy was probably playing outside, running around the tree with the dog.
He just
I was
chased.
saying, I didn't have a dog as a kid. I couldn't.
What?
Dang.
He just chased chicken.
Didn't have any.
Didn't have any
They have
animals.
farm?
Didn't have any animals.
No,
Animals at all.
Really?
I couldn't.
No.
Wow.
Because back then, when I was a kid, I used to live in apartments.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have nothing.
Depression, kids.
Just played the streets. Man.
I mean, now these days, you like have pets at apartments of a certain size.
Right.
Back then, I couldn't even have. Well, back then I couldn't have nothing. 'Cause I would have my mom ask the landlord. They were strict on it. But I told them, can I have a pet hamster or a fish? They're like, no pets at all. I'm like, this is bogus.
That's dumb.
Bro, what's a fish gonna do?
Hey, at least I can say I had an animal.
Bubbles.
I mean, this guy, when I moved in, he had fish, but I think Kitty got hold of fish.
I think Kitty.
Yeah, like he has no fish at all in that tank.
I used to love my fish growing up. I had so many fucking fish.
And your guinea pigs.
I loved my
I
guinea
had,
pigs.
I had probably 6, 7 fish in that tank.
I think I probably had 20.
I mean, dog.
Well, I didn't have a massive tank either.
We had You know you've been to my parents' house.
Mhm.
You know the wall in the living room where their like electric fireplace is now?
Yeah.
That whole thing was covered by an aquarium.
Damn.
I mean,
Learned it.
I think you beat me with fish.
I think all my fish died, and then we just like drained it and got rid of it.
Never got it back.
I was going to say, like, as a kid growing up, we owned Dad's house when I was a kid in the country. We owned maybe like 20 beagles because my dad was.
Love bagels.
We had Jake, Buck, and then my brother Nate won underwear. No, no. Here's the thing. The reason why he called it underwear because out of all the house with all of us in there as kids, it would only eat my brother's underwear. And then my dad would be sitting there cussing for like 3 hours.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Sounds like a pretty good reason.
underwear.
While we're on pets, dream pet, I've already talked about it, capybara.
I don't know. I haven't thought about
Now,
You don't know anything, Mr.
does it?
Airhead.
Now, I got a question. Does it have to be alive? Because I mean, you just said dream pet, so I'm wondering.
Are you talking like extinct?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Has to be a living creature.
Something you guys can get.
You were
Something
probably
can
thinking
get.
of a dinosaur.
He's thinking Leopolrodons.
Actually, no. Actually, I was actually thinking about it.
We should really revisit.
I don't think that's ever been confirmed. That might still be a mythical creature.
Or whatever. But you're never going to get your little, however you say it. I can't even say it.
But as a real animal, what are you thinking?
Fox.
That'd be fucking sick.
I like foxes.
Think of like albino fox.
Like the Arctic ones?
Like snow fox.
Yeah, snow fox.
Stuff like that.
Or something. What's that one fox that is like,
The fennec fox with the big ass ears, the desert one?
No, it's the
Those
one.
things are sick.
No, I'm talking about the one. Like, is it in Japan?
Yes. Oh.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Tanuki.
Yeah,
aka Reckon Dog. Banned in the United States.
Cannot own it.
I'm not sure why.
I need a picture when this shit ends.
But honestly, that's probably what mine would be for dream animal because
They're adorable.
so fucking cute, especially they're like all white. Oh,
Jeez.
like the normal color is just fine, like look pretty good, but the all white ones are so.
So how illegal are they?
I think it's like an invasive species or some shit.
I think it's basically like since it was in Japan, I think it might be like the last of its kind. Like the most
I don't know why we can't have it over here.
Because I was about to say, what stops you from just like bringing it over here and hiding it in your house?
Nothing. Well, I mean,
besides like getting arrested.
That's what I was going to say. Someone can get you the door and be like, "Give me that," or you go bye.
Yeah.
Use change of attack.
Good luck with that.
I mean, like,
have a nice.
Like, I mean, like, if I could have an animal right now, I would take a husky. And I do not want the one. I don't want that one.
Yeah, the one that screams.
Yeah, no.
That would kill. That would like he would be banging on my door. Shut it up! And then his mom.
You seen the TikTok of the lady that's got like 3 or 4 of them, and they fucking like siren activated.
I mean,
Maine Coons are sick. Love a Maine Coon.
You know what I do not want as a pet? A damn parrot.
Oh no!
Jeez.
I don't. If I was gonna get a parrot, I needed to get that probably like 10 years ago.
No,
because they can live for like 70 years, and I don't want a fucking animal that's outliving me.
My best, my best friend owned like his dad owned 17.
Holy!
And you know what all we heard from them was? And then, like, I remember as a kid growing up, one trapped me and him because we were doing something. Like, he was doing his hair or something in the bathroom, and I had to sit there and help him hold the beer. And then next thing you know, all you hear
is not as bad as that.
No, the other one was really bad.
That was insane.
But he had one.
There's no way that might did catch.
There's no way.
I heard that it was clear they were here.
I did too. That's why I stopped. But he had this one bird. His name was Cookie. Oh, he trapped us in a bathroom for like 3 hours. We couldn't get out. His dad comes home. He just walked back to the cage, fly back up, act like nothing happened. And then when we come out, he'd be like, with his beak and everything, he'd just give you the big eye contact, like, don't go to sleep tonight.
Okay, Toucan Sam. Fucking piece of shit.
Every time you say, hey, you want to come over and hang down? Like,
nope.
Hard pass.
How about no?
Well, you've had time to think now that we've all gone. Any idea?
A lion.
Solid.
Well, he's not going to live much longer. I'll go check in on him. He will be eaten.
No, you probably go back there and he'd be like, where's the lion? I don't know. I lost it. I'm going to wait outside.
You ever hear that story?
Which one?
Somebody caught like a baby snake on a trip to Florida or something.
Oh, yeah. I did hear
and
that.
So it wasn't originally from Florida?
No, they went on a trip to Florida.
You're telling me this
caught the baby snake.
The story is in Florida, but not from Florida.
The person went to Florida on a trip when they were little, caught a baby snake, brought it home, raised it.
Right, that did.
Outgrew its habitat or whatever. They released it in the lake here in town. And it was, I think they said it was some kind of like anaconda or some shit.
No.
Or it was some like venomous snake. It was.
Did they catch it?
Yeah, they caught it and took it somewhere.
They got it.
Yeah, that's not good for them.
You know.
That was some of that for a while.
Bring on can't swim in that lake. Here. Yeah.
Catch a snake.
Well, what is this?
Catch a 20-footer.
I dropped the pole and run.
But anyways, I don't need the pole anymore.
You sound like the dude from I'm out here in the Florida Everglades trying to find a 20-foot Burmese python.
We made just small puppies.
Just a gentle yoink. Favorite artist? Oh, it changes so often. Right now, Benson Boone.
So, I'd have to say right now, I'll have to sleep over.
Yeah, we listen a lot.
One wasn't my choice. One just happened to be on the radio.
Yeah.
It was like,
Random chance.
it was.
How about you?
I would say I don't really have one. It just depends on my mood when I'm in. If I'm in a pissed off mood, then I'm gonna listen to heavy metal or whatever. But if I'm in a good mood, country.
Well, yeah, everybody likes.
That's just not true. Half of the idiots that we work with don't like country.
Okay, but that's people you work with. I'm talking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like country.
Yeah. The four of us like country.
I mean,
Yes. And we're going to post. Not anymore. But the two of us are going to post a job. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we saw it.
Well, I hate to say
Yeah.
Jelly Roll's actually like.
Jelly Roll is his own category.
No,
he's in so many different categories.
No, see, Jelly Roll's like rap, rock, and country.
And pop.
Yeah, and pop too.
See, that's what I hate about pop, because pop.
We've talked about that. Pop is like the catch-all. Well, that's if it doesn't fit into anything else, pop.
Well, I mean,
pop is just pop.
Well, the only reason why I say Jelly Roll is because he actually did an album.
Yeah.
Like the song.
I mean, when we sing them with China.
Oh yeah, that was.
You've been on both,
and that's yeah. Like maybe like 100.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's going to be up there for my favorite concert I've ever been to, for sure.
I mean, my favorite concert
right now is Morgan Wallen.
Well, my favorite concert was when we went to go see Jelly Roll. But I mean, like out of all the concerts I've seen, I'd have to say Bradley Gilbert.
He is good.
I mean, the last time I checked, my brother actually told me that he went to church in Nashville.
I'm over here stirring the pot. Have you ever been to a concert? No. Yeah.
Okay.
We got to fix that at some point.
Oh boy.
Four of us got to find a show in common to fucking find this.
You know, shit's always going on in Hollywood.
So much shit.
We can always find it.
Well, you see,
we're gonna have to. Something all four of us listen to.
Just go to
we gotta go.
Well, no. Here's something funny. We were actually supposed to, instead of going to Comic-Con, Bullet for My Valentine was playing at what he was just talking about. And we were trying to decide if we wanted to go to the anime convention or Bullet for My Valentine.
It's a pretty tough decision.
Really very.
Well, we are running low on time. So, show and tell again this week. You all know I was born in Delaware.
Yes.
Hard to find brands from Delaware, but you found a map a while ago about like the most popular brands and shit.
It's one of those random things that popped up on like TikTok.
And I decided to go out on a limb and look and see what brands are from Delaware. I found a beer brand called Dogfish Head. And we have some to try now.
You've been looking at the entire black.
Yeah. I've been staring at it for the last hour and 10 minutes.
I'm going to be honest, every time you like tell me what the name was.
Well, you started talking about
Well, we are here to try it, not sponsored. But if you sponsor us, we'll say it's good.
And yes, we all are over age.
Yes. Only drink if you're over age. Yeah, we do not condone underage drinking. Okay. That's dangerous.
You know another thing that's really good? I wish we had come. I wish we can get again.
Yeah.
I can actually pass them all.
Fantastic.
That was really good, though. Birch beer.
Yeah, birch beer is fire. All right.
I always like to smell.
Smells pretty solid.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Well, cheers to
your hometown.
Cheers to my hometown, a fun day, and trying new shit.
And friends.
And friends.
And family.
And a good podcast.
And family.
And family.
Yes.
Just cheers to everything.
How about this? Cheers to life and everything else.
Honestly, not horrible.
I'm not a big beer guy either.
I hate beer.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Like, like the brand, like Moon that you were talking about earlier. I have to say this is better.
Oh, Blue Moon?
Yeah, this is way better. Yeah, I've had Blue Moon.
What do you think?
Eh.
So we got 1 hater and 3 likers.
Oh,
Cool.
You remember his go-to is Busch Latte, so.
I mean,
that's
I'm going to be honest. Like, my favorite beer, if I had to choose my beer, it's between, I don't know, Bud Light, Busch, or Coolers.
Yeah.
I just like Coolers because I just, the mountain. You look at the mountains all the time.
Yeah.
But I know you two don't drink beer.
Yeah, not very much.
The only beer that I've found that I even like is it's from a local company, Schlafly.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Their Kolsch is really good.
about.
No.
I mean, the only reason
It reminds me the taste of it reminds me a lot of champagne. It's very sparkly.
Oh, weird.
Sparkle.
And that's the first alcohol I ever tried.
It's still sparkly.
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
That's not okay. Alright.
What? It's from, what is that? Despicable Me.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I just watched Despicable Me 4 for the first time the other day.
Did you?
It's actually pretty solid.
Actually, that's actually the funniest thing I actually think about it. Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, I mean, it's a solid series.
Solid series.
I mean, if you've seen that, you have Netflix. I was going to say, if you have Netflix, you can watch Netflix. That's
The Minions movie was really weird for me.
Speaking of movies that was really weird, I still can't believe that we went 4 times in a row to see Super Mario.
At least.
At least.
I think I only went twice.
Altogether, we went 4 times.
And now we own on Blu-ray.
Yeah. But fire movie.
Solid.
I mean, no offense, but Jack Black.
To finish off real quick, have you seen the Minecraft movie yet?
No.
Okay. Because I saw Jack Black's in that too. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if you'd seen it.
I think we're just gonna wait for it to come out on.
Fair enough.
Or we're going to probably just like. But hey, you know what? I do got one question.
I'd rather actually finish the movie than I get that.
And I'm just asking a question. When's the new Fast?
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
don't
either.
either.
And
I would.
it's part two.
Yeah, because I want to know, like. When is it?
Yeah.
I haven't started singing too much. I know there's still one.
The only thing I saw on
It's
it,
either gonna be in this year.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, what I'm really pumped for? Stream Set.
If we get fucking Fast and Furious Part 10, Part 2 before fucking GTA 6, I'm fucking pissed, bro.
me too. Me too. But the only thing I saw on it while we're talking about it was Vin Diesel saying, "We're coming home to LA
Yeah,
because of the fires."
Yeah,
That
that's what.
happened.
That's what.
That's the only thing I know about it.
Yeah, that's all I know too. But out of all the movies, I'm ready for Stream 7. Like, who's doing with me?
How do you always get roped into this shit?
You want to know why he gets roped into it? Because he wrote to me and shit that I don't even want to go to.
I gotta know the fucking driver.
But he's gonna do this.
It's Uber without the app.
The Uber without the feedback.
Okay.
And on that bombshell,
Oh my god.
I think we are out of time, so we're going to call it. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. First guests on the K Square podcast. Oh, yeah, probably.
At some point.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on?
Yep.
We never know from day to day. Or
Yeah.
Who fucking knows? Anyway.
I don't even know minute to minute. What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you sure you don't know second to second at this point?
That's him.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So, Thank you for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, follow us, subscribe on YouTube, and we will be back next week with something and maybe someone.
Who knows?
Who knows at this point?
I know. You know.
Nobody. Yeah. No. See you next week.